And hello everybody and welcome back to Anno 1800. Now we're looking at our frigate here, Tailwind, who is still exploring the region. In that case, last time we finally found Crown Falls and I'm so eager to finally build something on it. We are still though in the rush also for another beautiful island, right? Because there's still a lot of islands. And one thing that I just realized is that, well, in fact, the islands around Crown Falls, they change with every game. So this is pretty interesting. I did not notice it the last time, but we really have different islands. So Crown Falls obviously stays the same. It's a handcrafted island, but the other ones, they're changing randomly again. So we have totally different islands than in my last playthrough. And that is something that makes the game a bit more challenging because I was actually planning with another island layout. But in that case, yeah, we'll still manage to do this. While my frigate is on the way, we have a couple of things to do really quickly, right? Because first of all, my fleet is in real danger here by Miss Hunt. She is ramping up even more ships as we speak, so I have another ship of the line coming out here now. The problem with those ship of the lines is they are really expensive, right? They cost me 250 upkeep cost on my balance there, and my balance is not looking so good, so I can't afford that many ships, yet we have to continue building more of them. One thing that I want here in the center of Sleepy Hollow is we want to have another shipyard. It is the rate of pushing out ships is not fast enough, so we do need to get more shipyards out there. And let's build us another sailing shipyard here in Sleepy Hollow right away. The 10,000, well, that hurts, I know, but it is needed. And thus, as we can see, we can push out now 2 ships or ship of the lines out at the same time. That is pretty cool. So we have just doubled our output. We have the weapons production for this now. Not only the ships though, also the clippers that I will need to push out here, right? And my fleet needs to grow. We have 2 goals actually here now, right now with that. The first goal is that we want to have one, like, think about the Spanish gold fleet. We want to have one big fleet consisting of 3 to 4 ships of the line and 1 clipper going to the new world with new resources that we need there. We need to build up our Maribou, right? And it's unprotected. The second is we want to have a big fleet with a trade ship for Crown Falls, where we get trade materials over there and stuff like that. So these 2 fleets I want to build up now. And then we're actually finished with Sleepy Hollow for now, because as long as the trade route here still stays active, we should be fine so far. So Sleepy Hollow is working our ordinary town in that regard. That is that, right? And one fleet is going then here to Maribou, which is once again in ruins. So we do have the occasional riots here, and I should probably have a fire station here in this town, and I should probably also have a nice little, let's just find a place for it, a police station for that. And I think up here we can have a nice police station for Maribou, which of course is still growing, no doubt about that, but it's not our priority right now. Our priority is actually, well, Crown Falls. Now the real deal here is of course Crown Falls, our mega city. So beside the armada that we're building up right now, we are going to have now our mega city here in this beautiful terrain. And I was thinking quite a lot of how we want to lay out this town or this city. And I've come to the conclusion that I want to have, first of all, 2 harbors. So we're going to have 1 harbor here and 1 harbor here for the tourism that is coming in. And we are going to need quite a big road, right? And this road is going right to the center and then all the way down here to this harbor area. And look at that. This road alone costs 500 credits. Absolutely not cheap. We're going to do this a second time, and I'm going to do this a third time to really have our main road here. Right, so this is that. This is then going into this harbor area there. This is looking fine. Up here, we're going to have a crossing. So I'm going to continue with the main road into this direction. And bear in mind, this time it's not the train system that I'm laying out here. The train system will this time consist of something completely different. I want to have a beautiful main road where there are not trains traversing through like the last time, which is just not very realistic. Trains will have their own paths going through the city. Now, what we need to do first is we need to find a suitable location for some timber production. As we can see, we have a very nice farmer population up here already in Crown Falls, so I can start with that. We do need to get the city up as quickly as possible. Reason for that is, well, we have quite the money problem. This is the other main road that I'm having into this direction. Right, so we have now this grid here. In that regard, we might then have the palace, the parks, and the ornaments and the monuments here in the center, and around it then other buildings. And we are going then to continue with a rather smaller street, so this one here, a double road only, going then up here into the high hills there, or high mountains, as I like to call it, that we have up there with this beautiful, beautiful waterfall that we can also see there. This is only the outline, right? The basics. Here we have a clay deposit that I want to use as well then. So we're going with the main road, or with the smaller main road here, the double road. We are going all the way up here now to the clay deposit, where it's going to end then. And another thing that we have for the basics of Crown Falls is that here in this area we're going to have a little industry district as well by the harbor area, where also the oil is coming in. And here we're going to have more like a beautiful harbor area for tourism and stuff like that, but of course also some fishermen and things like that. We just need that. But other than that, I have two harbors with two functions. That is the important thing here. Now here we have a clay pit already, and up here we have the other clay pit. And what I want to do now is I want to finally start with my first warehouse, the first warehouse out here. And bear in mind, nothing here is set in stone, right? We will need to move around these productions later then as well. I'm going to have my first lumberjack huts here now, and as we can see, we can actually afford up to 4 of them right away, and they will provide us now with the basic timber that we need for Crown Falls. So this is really the first real production now in Crown Falls. Very excited about that. Of course, it'll cost me some money again, and money is something, oh boy, we need lots of it. That is that. The timber production is up and running now. Meanwhile, my frigate
Ready the ropes.
still needs to find us a suitable location. There we have another island with some hops on it. And what we can also see in Crown Falls now, we also have the anarchist Hugo Mercier already out here as well, while we still continue. While my ship still explores and my timber production for Crown Falls is in the making, let's just have a look at our 2 shipyards. The next ship is coming out, and here as well. As we can see, we almost have enough weapons again for the next ship of the line. I'm going with another clipper though here then as well. My fleet here is still waiting for command. So as we can see, we need that. The thing is, it is so difficult to get out of this map, right? I've lost every clipper that I sent to the New World so far because they just got intercepted by Miss Hunt or the pirates. Well, one problem I already got rid of, and we have a ceasefire with Anne Harlow now. So the ceasefire will last us 1 hour and 50 minutes there. So it should be a bit safer to traverse these seas there right now to get to the New World. But still, Miss Hunt is chasing down every ship that we send out. So I do need to get a nice fleet out there with at least 3 ship of the lines to protect my clipper, and then we're going to send it out, and hopefully it arrives then in the New World with, well, what do we need? We need weapons, we need steel in the New World to build up our defense there as well, because the New World, well, it's not looking good right now. Anyone could take it right away. While we build the ships, we still need to continue also here with building up a little town as well. So the New World also needs to grow. Why? Because we want to have our rum production here that I could probably already build, to be honest. So let's just have this one, and let's have the bridge go over there. Right, so we have now the first crossing here of this lake. Let's go to the morning there as well. And I do need to start with my production then for Crown Falls that we're going to have here then in the New World as well. Going then all the way to this side, there we also have some oil patches. We got 12 oil patches in Maribu. We still have 2 more islands available in the New World. This one and this one. This one is my favorite here. So I really want to settle on that one here as well. 2 reasons. First of all, we got, or 3 reasons actually. We got lots of building space. We got gold deposits that I'm going to need for jewelry. And we have oil deposits, lots of them. So we'll have then 2 of these oil deposits then. Alright, Miss Hunt also arrived in Crown Falls, as we can see by the shooting. And there is another island now. This is also not looking bad, right? We got some potatoes, some grain. Is that a schooner? No, it's a flagship actually. Should we settle on this one? Grain, nitro deposit, 3 iron, 3 coal. And this one has less deposits there. Yep. But this one has hops. Right, let's go for this one. It has the hops that we need, and it has some more additional iron deposits and coal deposits there. And the hops is the primary concern there. This is our grain island then, and here we're going to have our hops. And both of that is contributing to Crown Falls, obviously. Crown Falls has a lot of space, but of course we want to use all that space for a big island. Alright, I think the question is over anyway, because as we can see, Miss Hunt settled now down here on this island, so it's a good thing that we choose this one. Jing is also out here. Oh god, we need to rush this island there quickly. Let's just hope that we can get it before she takes it. We got the hops here. I need to get the hops. Very good. Haftbrink. And this island is ours as well. So at least we got a few islands now out here. Mercier, I'm not doing any quests for now. I'm sorry, pal, but we need to focus on a few things. Down here now, we are going to have, as I said, our harbor area, more or less, or our also industry area. Right, so this is going to be a bit industrial then. So I'm going to start with the city more or less in the center out here. Or, well, we might also just have reserve a bit of space here then. Oh, very important. And the next ship of the line is out. Do we have a clipper available right now? No. Alright, so I want to wait for another clipper. I'm going to take then a couple of these ship of the lines with me. This one is being built, the clipper is being built, and as we can see, we can actually commission the next ship of the line right away as well. This is going to be expensive though,
more than ready,
but absolutely necessary. So, that's the next one. Let's put it to the fleet. Beautiful ships, no doubt. And the competitor raised another island. Jing also settled here on this island. So this is where she's going to be. Yeah, she's got a lot of oil up there. We still want to go for this island here though, on time. Okay, let's start actually with Crown Falls. We have now a bit of timber. I'm going to keep the frigate here for now as a defense, though I'm not expecting any other thing. And as we can see, all my competitors are settling now everywhere as well. I think there's still quite a few islands out there. Though as I said, oh, this is a big island. There's still a big island, I think, that might be available. Let's actually go down here and have a look. And yeah, we also got Nate. I'm not focusing on Nate right now. He's got also a very long quest line, but that is something we can do later. Right now, we want to start with the first buildings. As I said, we're going to have 2 harbors. So there's the other one in this area. Right, and it's very hard to start somewhere, right? We're going to have our industry district here more or less. Industry starting here, and industry will have here on this part as well, right? So this is a very nice part for a bit of industry as well. Then we have a few, well, I guess, buildings here, and that's it. And here we can just happily build. So this is where I'm going to start now. First of all, once again, let's start with the basic foundation of a few houses. So this is the main avenue that we're going to have here. Very important as that. And let's just start with the first houses then right away that we can have now here. Also, this layout here is back, so the retro layout that I love so much, where we have, you know, a block of houses in the middle, a little courtyard then, and we can have these layouts then and copy them for future. So this is one of them. We could also have a layout that goes with a few streets on either side, so entrances like. We could also go with let's just see this one, where we're going to have basically, wait for it, basically this house here, and we just have an entrance as well, right, like so. And we could take this whole thing then here, copy it, and put 2 of them together. So there are quite a lot of layouts you can have with this stuff that is looking fantastic most of the time. So we're going to use a few of these, right? And in the middle, we're just squeezing in some more houses like this for our first, well, basic layout. We can also then just copy the whole thing like so and put 2 of them together up here as well, right? So this would be our first district. Let's build it. We have the marketplace once again in all its glory. And then we also first start with the first buildings here. And ladies and gentlemen, great moment. We're starting thus Crown Falls. The first inhabitants of Crown Falls are moving in now into this beautiful town. So far a small city, but boy is this getting big at some point. In Sleepy Hollow, meanwhile, the next ship of the line is out. So we have now quite a few of them. I'm going to use, wait a second, I think one more is coming out, right? We're waiting for this one to come out, and then we'll be ready for our fleet, right? And 2 clippers. So I've got this clipper out. We might also go with the Royal Galleon. Now, I can still upgrade a few more houses here in Sleepy Hollow. I should be doing this because money is a problem, and the artisans will provide us with quite a lot of taxes. So as we can see, this upgrade put us into the positive again, and I can still upgrade a bit more since I do have the workforce. Those guys here, for example, right? So the whole center there of Sleepy Hollow has it. We could also then, for example, beautify this whole town here with some paved roads as well. That from time to time it makes sense, since Sleepy Hollow is, well, basically our foundation, but it's not our primary concern. And look at that, how much better it looks with paved roads. Much more civilized. And another very cool ship that we have unlocked, and this is actually one of the new ships that we got with the mod, that is the Royal Galleon. And the Royal Galleon we're going to build. This is a massive trade ship with some defense as well. So it also consumes some weapons. It can shoot, but it's primarily something to, transport goods. And look at that, Miss Hunt is actually attacking Jing here and overtaking the island, I think. Right, Jing has no chance there at all, and as we can see, yeah, she's going to lose this island here. This just shows me how important it is that we get this island here up on top, because Miss Hunt right now is dominating the New World. She's got almost all the islands here now. She's taking this island here as well, as we can see, and in that regard, we need to hurry up. We really need to hurry up there with the ships. Let's just watch this, and there she's taking it over. So Jing has lost another island there once again. It's not looking good for her. I think Miss Hunt is still much stronger. And we're getting in a lot of timber still. Let's continue.
Deity to place me on the throne, it shall certainly please.
Now, Crown Falls has reached the city status of village. People are quite unhappy. We need to finish the pub there as well. This will bring them up to happiness there. And we're also going to have our first fire station up and running now. We're, by the way, parallel doing the quest line here for the sunken treasures. So as we can see, the crown or the queen wants us to build now a church. So we do have an extensive quest line there in the background for the sunken treasures that we are focusing right now. The queen runs no secular state. If this city is to become an imperial capital, she needs a church to remind her people it was an almighty god who chose her for the throne. So you can think about that how you want. I don't like her that much. And we're going to have a huge conflict with her then in Africa as well. But it's still a bit of time until then. We're going to finish here a few more houses. I feel it reflects the times. So as we can see, it's going up there. And we also have the next newspaper edition. Let's just check this one. I would really like to go with a bit more income this time. This I can keep. This is not so good. So we're going with minus 20 consumption now rate. So this is one of the articles that I'm going to have permanently on now. Because we're going to build a big city and, well, a big city base. Oh! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I think she's... Is she taking now my Maribou?
That is goodness.
Your harbor is under attack.
Let's just speed this up. Is she... Am I going to lose my city here? No. Okay, she's saving her ships there. Because she... Yeah, she's going to lose that gunboat there. I think she might have actually taken Maribou now. We need to hurry up. This was a warning. We got the fleet ready. Let's take 3 ship of the lines here. Our first armada, our first convoy to the New World. Let's load it right with some goods. And look at those ships, so beautiful in the evening sun. As we're now going to the harbor, let's load some stuff on it. Primarily some bricks. We do have weapons, right? Yeah, 35 tons of weapons and some steel beams. I don't have that many steel beams, but we can still purchase them in the New World as well, right? It's important that we get this stuff now over there, especially the weapons. Also the bricks that we have done. Let's just check real quick in the New World. If we want to put up some defense, we can have the basic guns for now, and that only costs us bricks and timber and weapons, right? So if I want to get a few of them up, I should do it now. So I do have the resources on board, especially the bricks. And with that, I think it's safe to say to start our first convoy. The ships are ready. let's put this one right into the center here. Keep in mind, we do need to go down this route here, right? This is where the south is, and we need to get safe or past all her defenses there. And hopefully this ship manages to do this as the sun is going down. Absolutely fantastic look there. And hopefully this clipper here of hope is arriving there. We do need the steel beams to settle on another island. The bricks are there for the defense, and some timber I have enough in the New World anyway. The weapons are important to get over there, so we build up some defense as well for 2 islands at least. So this is getting out there. And bon voyage.